Hey guys, what's up? This is Asher, and today's video is about how we knew we were trans. How I knew I was trans. I have never had to answer this question, um, like at all. And that's interesting. Like when I think about it, I don't know how to answer this question. Um, because it's not the typical story, I guess. I didn't know as soon as I was cognitive. I didn't know growing up, and I didn't know. Like I didn't know. I didn't even know what transgender was. Like I did not know. And I didn't know I was a boy inside. I didn't know anything. Honestly, growing up, I had like a really difficult time. Sorry, my dogs are making noises and stuff. So, anyway, I had a very difficult time growing up. I had to deal with abuse, a lot of anger, a lot of alcohol, and just all around bullshit until I was the age of 22 to 24 is when it finally started settling down enough to where I actually went and got some help and got away and had to do my own life. So for all that time, my main concern was living without ending up on the streets, without ending up in the hospital. My past has drug abuse in it to try to numb the pain. Uh, just a lot of shit stuff. Sorry. So there was no, oh, I think I'm dealing with my gender at age 16. At 16, I was living on friends' couches trying to get away from alcoholic, abusive family members and being taken advantage of by drug dealers. Truth be told. So a little bit later on, I just didn't have time to deal with it. The only thing I had time to deal with was the fact that I knew I liked girls. So I just was like, okay, I'm a lesbian. I'm gay. So that's cool. So I liked girls, and that's as far as I went with that for a very long time. I was always a tomboy, though. Um, I was always very masculine until I was about 22. When I hit 22, I became very, 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 very feminine. And when I mean feminine, I mean like, wow. And I guess like looking back now, I was trying so hard not to deal with that little nagging thing in the back of my head about my gender. At that age, I had this girlfriend, and she was really femme. And then towards the end of our relationship, when I was closer to 24, she became butch. Like she became, and still is, a very butch lesbian. And I freaked out. Like I completely freaked out. I didn't even know how to deal with it. She would not shave her armpits, and she didn't really want to shave her legs, and she was a hippie, and that's totally cool. I have no issues with women shaving or not shaving. I really don't give a fuck. That's your choice. It's not a necessity, and it's a stupid social stigma. Um, but sorry, my dogs are really like just doing some stuff right now. Look, come here. What's up, Bella? What's up, Riley? These are my dogs. What's up, guys? um, so I didn't know how to deal with the fact that she was defying gender stereotypes, because I was so eagerly ready to just adhere to them for the first time in my life. And so I freaked out, and our relationship kind of fizzled. Um, and so after we broke up, I became uber feminine, like super femme. And I mean, I was like, okay, I think like in the back of my head, I was like, all right, if I'm gonna be a girl, I'm gonna be the best stereotypical girl out there. And I was like, I was dealing with like eating disorders, and I was like barely a size 2, closer to a 0. Worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, had the best perfect makeup and hair, and just like if I saw me on the streets, yeah, I'd probably hit that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be that. And somewhere along the way, I started having to deal with less life trauma. I had gone to therapy and just started, when you go to therapy and you have so many things to deal with, and you have a paper this long of diagnosis and past and all that. I mean, like, gender didn't even come up until I was about 26 in the back of my head, and I'm 28 right now. And I am 4 months, a little bit over 4 months on testosterone. And it took a good 2.5 years to like come to terms with what my truth was, my gender. And once I got there, it I was like, well, I was freaked out. First of all, I was so upset. I remember like crying and being mad. I was like, I don't want to be transgender. I was so mad. I don't want to be trans at all. I was so angry. I hated it, and I thought my whole life was gonna just go to hell and be horrible, and it wasn't something that I wanted at all. And I didn't know that I was experiencing dysphoria. I didn't know the word for it, but I was, and for a long time. But I didn't know that, and I just finally, I started talking to my girl about it, and she was freaked out. We were freaked out together, and then I think she got over it faster than I did. Um, and so that's a thing that it just kind of helped me along, because she was really understanding. But at first, like, we had a couple scary times, and I was like, no, I'm not going to deal with this. I mean, I remember crying on the floor and being like, I thought it was going away. I thought it was going to go away. I thought it was getting better. And she just looked at me and she was like, babe, it's not going to go away. And at that point, I was like, well, this is bullshit. And so I dealt with it, and I dealt with it through therapy and through the online community, and just dealing with myself. And I was already dressing masculine, and I already had short hair, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going in the right direction. I kept going. I was like, all right, this is cool. And so, I started tea after quite a long while of understanding and stuff. And I mean, but I didn't know I was trans. I didn't know. That shit sprung up out of nowhere. I was like, no, 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 that's not what I'm just feeling all this other stuff, and it can't possibly be related to that. I don't even know what you're talking about. Me? No. Yeah, I was in denial. I was in so much denial. I was in Egypt. Cheesy joke. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that it took a long time, and I wasn't lucky to be like 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, 16, and be like, this is what I am. At that age, I was freaking out that I even liked girls, because, I mean, yeah, it wasn't as accepted where I came from in the time period and stuff like that. I mean, goodness gracious. Anyway, I figured it out along the way, and to those brothers, those other T guys out there, trans men that haven't come out, haven't come to terms with themselves, and thought, oh God, well, that can't be right because I'm already 40. I've got some friends out there that have been married and are like 40 something, and they've only like told me like that this is how they feel. and they're not going to come out. So it's okay. And I mean, it took me a while to deal with it, but here I am, and I mean, things are changing, and I'm excited, and yeah, it just happened. I finally understood it. I just didn't have the words to put to it, and I had too much other stuff going on. So, also, yay, happy late Christmas if you celebrate that, and if you don't, happy holidays anyway, whatever you do celebrate. If you can't tell, my video is like way better. Um, I got a new web camera for Christmas, so that's really cool. And so now I am in HD. Scary. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll talk to you later, and have a wonderful rest of your week, and take care. Bye.